So Scooby Doo returned to Zombie Island. At first felt like a return to form and a return to Scooby Doo as we know it and love it, as it felt like a really interesting plot of the gang basically not being able to do and participate in a mystery after promising Shaggy and Scooby that they would not take part in a mystery and that this was going to be a holiday. And for me, that was like, oh yes, you've nailed it. This is probably going to be one of the best and greatest Scooby Doo episodes ever. Then that went out the fucking window because eventually you knew they had to solve the mystery and I was all cool for that.
Scooby Doo this shit.
But that was like the anticipation, and when we finally got there it would be great. The anticipation, yep, we're now in the mystery. And they solve it in 2 fucking minutes. And you're like, what? Sorry, you've wasted the entirety of that 30 minutes or so, however long you've denied not wanting to participate in that mystery, and then you go and solve it in 2 minutes. That, my friend, is bullshit.
Bullshit!
And I think that was stupid, because they solve it and it's just like, oh, it's an actual film, and it's not really a proper mystery. And you're thinking, what? That's a bit cheap and a bit like, oh, fuck's sake. And then there's a second mystery later on, and it's just fucking stupid. It's just stupid. They ruined such a great idea of doing a sequel to one of the biggest 90s Scooby-Doo feature films that they made, which was Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. And that was such a great and iconic episode because those monsters were real. And everything around it seemed like, oh, that was an extraordinary thing and something that they didn't really solve properly because they never explored the reasons why the zombies came back. And they didn't really use any zombies in this film, let's be honest. There was no zombies. None. They used people in costumes for this film production that they were doing, but it's called Zombie Island for a reason, and you just focus on the cat idea, Moonscar's treasure and stuff like that, and that was all cool and that, but that should have been an extra rather than not being the main thing like the original one was, of zombies being on that island, and that's what made it special. I just don't think they grasped what made the original one good, and that's the main point here. The second part of the mystery and the big reveal, what it was meant to be, it was a shit reveal, because it was obvious who it was going to be. It was the 2 women that greeted the gang off the boat, and it was also the captain of the boat who warned them not to go onto the island in the first place because they were trying to hunt for Moonscar's treasure. Well, and that was basic. It was just boring, basic, and I think this movie just hanged on the perfect 30 minutes that it had. And other than that 30 minutes, it just failed, in my opinion. And the only reason why it's going to get a half-decent score will be for that 30 minutes, which I think they nailed perfectly. But the stuff afterwards is dog shit. Before we jump back into this video, guys, please do us a massive favour and smash that subscribe button because you do not want to miss a thing this week, next week, and the week after, because we've got tons and tons of content planned for you guys, and you can do us a massive favour by smashing that subscribe button, joining the community, getting updates to all the latest videos from the YouTube shorts to the actual videos. It is well worth it, completely free, and you will not regret it. So to summarise Scooby Doo Return to Zombie Island, for me this was a average film and a 6.5 out of 10. This would have been lower if it hadn't been for the great 30 minutes that I saw, and then it went to P-Tong from there. Let us know down in the comments down below if you agree with anything I've said, disagree, let us know all that jazz down below, and let us know your thoughts and ratings of this film down those comments down below. If you're still in the mood for more Scooby-Doo content, click on screen now to check out our review on Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which is the first one and the movie before this one, let's be honest. And if you're not bothered and you're thinking I'm all Scooby-Dooed out, check out our movie review on The Goonies. Great 80s film, and I guess you might have watched it because it's like one of the biggest 80s movies of all time.